This is a shooting range just a few kilometers outside Kiev, but the guys behind me aren't training on how to fire rifles. They're members of Ukraine's 1st Volunteer Medical Battalion, and in a few days, they're headed back to the battlefield. These volunteers are preparing to make their way back to Ukraine's east.
We're placing a tourniquet at the moment. I'm giving the backfire.
Most of them have backgrounds as doctors and surgeons in different parts of Ukraine.
Okay, now we have to evacuate him.
But performing operations in a combat environment requires an additional set of skills. They're holding exercises and gathering donated supplies to take back to the front lines. Alexander Kuleshov is the deputy executive of the group. He's served in the Israeli army. He and the other volunteers belong to a group called the 1st Volunteer Mobile Hospital, Ukraine's 1st volunteer battalion made up entirely of medics. Kuleshov says it's been a challenge organizing volunteers and getting supplies for the group's mission in the east.
We use our own relations with people, Jewish communities of New York, New Jersey, Los Angeles, different diaspora organizations from Canada, also in the United States. But we have to spend more time on this because we really need some more people that will be in touch with our diaspora, because we do everything at the moment. We go to the battlefield, we try to save lives, we try to look for equipment, we try to raise money, we try to do everything at the moment.
As battalion members prepare their vehicles and train for the front lines, this warehouse in Kyiv is gathering donated supplies to help medical teams in the east. The Save Lives Together organization raises money and works with American suppliers who provide medical equipment, which then goes to Ukrainian forces.
We do raise money, then we work with 4 big American suppliers who produce stuff like that goes into the first medical aid kit that's supposed to have every guy who's in the field, and then we deliver it to Ukraine.
Medical care for fighters in eastern Ukraine is in short supply. Members of this battalion say they feel that they have a duty to help the soldiers and volunteers, as well as the local residents who don't have access to proper medical support.
Просто через те, що в цьому є потреба в моїй країні, бо і військових, і для цивільних зараз на Донбасі не вистачає медичної допомоги, тому це треба робити. Я живу в цій країні, тому я для цієї країни повинен робити свою працю.
Kuleshov says that his group has faced challenges coordinating with the government. And although the battalion has proven effective in helping soldiers, he believes that groups like this one should be an official part of the military. He says that the U.S. and Israeli armies provide good examples for the Ukrainian armed forces.
Every other army, they have paramedics within the army. They have paramedics in every battalion, in every tactical group, everywhere. For example, guys from United States, that Medica, they came here 1 month ago with a short 3 days training, and they taught us a lot of useful things, and they explained that each group, 5, 6, 4 people, sometimes when they go to the special operations, they have paramedics. And now I ask you, do you know something about paramedics in Ukraine? Nobody knows. What is it? How it works? Why we should have paramedics? Because it must be, like must have.
A new ceasefire has slowed the battle in the east in recent days. But as the medical battalion prepares to head back to the front lines, volunteers say they fear that the conflict is far from over. Chris Collison, Ukraine Today.